AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. I'm making sure nobody else starts their show off like that. I never heard anybody say yeah like that. Hope I'm not copying anybody. Even if I do, it's mine now.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Who gives a fuck?
Your Dominican brother, Envy, he starts the Breakfast Club with yo.
And he sounds terrible.
Nah, that's not Envy. That's actually Charlamagne that starts that. My fault. I just wanted to joke about you and Envy being Dominican.
Yo, he makes like he's a typical Queens dude, bro.
Yes.
Who he told on? Any other case?
Wait, what?
No,
Yo,
I wanted to let him finish his thought because I just didn't want to jump on his back. He said he's a typical Queens nigga. He responded about who he told on.
Right, whoa. After we can't even compare that to Harlem. What?
No, I'm not. No, that wasn't
hold a candle to the rats running
Yeah,
around
like,
there.
damn. The integrity. Look at old boy.
I mean, we can definitely have a debate one day. I'm just, but that wasn't it. That was just bad timing. But that wasn't meant like that. I'm just saying in general, like, he should just mysteriously.
His daddy's a cop.
Okay.
He got his
Okay.
I think he got his whip shot at. And he ain't telling nobody. I don't think. But that's not why you could be a snitch and still not be corny. That's not why he's corny. He's just corny. I just never like ever since he called Jeezy an asshole and Jeezy went up there and he apologized. I'm like, bro, why are you talking like that? Just be cool. You don't see Clue. I never seen Clue get out of character ever.
He never has to. He never has to.
Oh, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy. Darlene Bryant is in the building. Darlene Bryant, good evening. How are you doing tonight?
Darlene, the one and only.
Big, what up, baby?
I never seen this comment. Maybe, the one and only most authentic basketball podcast out there. Was good, fellas or fella.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Give me some background. Give me some background on that profile picture. What is that?
Uh-oh.
What is that? Does that mean something, or you just got that up there just because you like the picture? Give me some background on that. Let me know if that's representing something that you're a part of. Just let me know.
Oh shit! Oh boy, we gotta
hit that like button, y'all.
We gotta step out of that business. That's none of my business. I want no problem with the steppers.
The steppers. The steppers. That was good, right? That was good.
Yeah. Steve Woods was good, man. Jason Fuentes, East Side. Okay. Spanish Harlem in the building. Okay.
Yeah,
come on now.
Yeah,
you already know.
Harlem in the building.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he called your bluff.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Big shout out to the D9. I got respect and love for those guys. I round out the Divine Nine, so you know who I am. You know who I am, big dog. Don't front on me either. You know that y'all clown us regularly. Don't front on us. Sorry.
Yo, all I heard was with those guys. So that means now I know I see who you know what I mean? They're not home team. Then your man talking about 9 and all that. Okay. I'm keeping up, man. I'm gonna catch up to y'all. I'm not looking none of that up.
Nah, it's love. It's love.
What's going on? Mike James. What's going on, baby?
Mike
Who's
James.
from VA? Walter Blackman's from VA. What's going on? Virginia. You having a hot week this week, Virginia. Huh? Big clips. Finally listen to the album, Flea. Tough.
Extremely.
Tough.
Extremely.
Never.
No. I mean,
never.
We're not. You could do that.
Yeah,
you could do that.
like.
I saw you post that, and I immediately scrolled fast. I said, "Shut up, OG." I said it out loud, and you weren't even standing there, but I told you shut up. I just
I would love for us to just one day do a listening party where we just sit up here. I know we probably can't do it because then it get flagged. That album was trash, bro. Sorry.
Nah,
Sorry. The beats is bad. The hooks is bad.
Beats
Cute
are
verses. Watch
The
this.
beats are bad.
I guarantee you, if Flea is driving, he ain't bumping that all week. Fabian on his way to work. Okay. How many songs you bumping off? How many songs you bumping off that? It's 14. How many?
Can I go, Fabian? Can I tell him what I said to you?
No, I'm just asking how many songs. No, we got to get the show started. How many songs are you bumping off the Clips album?
Every last one. I just told him 2 days ago that that's one of the first albums I've heard in a long time that I'm not skipping nothing. Did I just say that to you before we even spoke to OG? I told you that 2 days ago. Yo, I listened to it sonically first. I didn't even want to dive into the bars. I want to hear how this sounds. Then I spun it back to hear what he's talking about. And I'm like, oh, okay. I could rock with this. Adult contemporary rap. I could rock with this.
Good lyrics. Everything else, garbage.
So Pharrell trash. Let's just put a stamp on that before we go forward.
Yeah, them beats could have been better.
Got it.
They got tough. FICO was crazy. FICO was crazy. Malice went bananas. He took the Locks used to rap like that, that style, that delivery, the pattern, the word pattern, however they say, because y'all know it was fire, man.
Our ears getting fucked up by the bullshit that's running around out here. Soon as some live shit, soon as some shit that used to resonate with our souls hits our ears, we don't even know how to compute the shit now because there's so much bullshit running around. Like, it's insane.
And then my only problem with like the 2000s rappers was that like I felt like we kind of heard the best version of that in the 90s with Big and Jay-Z. But you know, every era, like to me, the 90s rappers copied the 80s rappers, the 2000s copied the 90s. And then being from Virginia, it was different. And just the grind and shit changed it. Like I never thought they were on Locks level, but Push is nice. I was never a super fan, but what, you know, for him to switch his flow up a little bit, I like that. I think he was show different flows with next to his brother this time. For Malice to still be able to rap like that, we like a lot of these guys can't rap in 20 years. It's just like I'm not the Nas joint I didn't care for. That wasn't. I heard him spit better on one of those King's Disease, you know. But nah, it's dope, man. It's dope. And finally, we got like everything about it was old school for us because they finally did an interview. They went to this department, went to this interview, went to that hit radio station. They sat down with the podcast. Now they kept it relevant. So I think the whole thing about it, just to be quality, like the fact that they're giving an effort too, and it was good. So that's the combination of it that, at least for me, just being on the first couple listens. Like if you don't like the song, the FICO song, AllBall, then you're not gonna like the album because the FICO song that's bananas. That shit is tough. Everything else, you know, I usually find my favorite song on the album and then try to go back and listen to it like, you know, as the build up. But I just appreciate them at least delivering on the hype, because a lot of people really wasn't, you know, like, yo, what's up with these simple rappers, this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, all right, but let's hear the rap. There's a lot of hype, and then, you know, they delivered. I don't expect them to have a hit record. It's not their style, but they did what it sounded like. I don't know if you went to the Clips mixtapes back in the day. I wasn't a super fan, but they had a nice mixtape run. The God of a Cheat run was dope. All right.
I'm ready to start. I'm ready to start the show. I'm not listening. I have nothing against the Clips. I actually fuck with the Clips. They first couple albums, but I'm just saying, for me, this right here, the way people went berserk, I listened to it twice.
So
I don't know. Argue with my.
You mad people go berserk, or you don't like the rap?
No, I just think the way people perceives it. I listened to it twice, like you, sonically, and you know, I don't feel like arguing with my brother Flea right now. I'll argue with him behind the scenes. Then get the show started.
No, this should be a whole hour. They love. We got a couple minutes because they said they love the whole Like some
Oh
people,
shit.
yo, the comments was jumping on the last time we were talking about rap. So and look, they going into it now. They saying
Well,
Nas spaz. Like that's not. See, this is my problem too. Like when Jay-Z dropped that last verse, the Hove did shit. I'm just like everyone's like, that's the top 100. No, it's not. That shit ain't nowhere near. Jay-Z has 300 verses better than that. So when you say Nas spaz, I'm like, do you understand what Nas spazzing is? We love Nas. We know what Nas in his prime is. That's not Nas spazzing. That is not Nas spazzing. That should have been left off the album. In all sincerity, no disrespect. Like
It was
Nas,
it was a good verse. It's not
it was
bad.
cool.
It was a good
Nah,
verse.
not for the guest legendary feature who's still relevant in his own way. Nah, not for that.
yeah,
For me,
but you see how you say that, and I disagree with you. Same thing. I didn't like the Clips album. Like I said, I have nothing personally against them. I actually like them as a group. They not in my top 10 as far as favorite groups, but they definitely dope.
Hold on, stay right there. I heard that before. So can you name 10
Name 10 what?
duos?
Better than the Clips? Or
Yeah.
just name
No,
10
his
duos?
favorite.
Oh,
Mobb
okay.
Deep,
Okay.
Bro, that's too easy, bro.
EPMD.
It's too easy, bro. You got Wu-Tang, you got NWA, you got Run DMC. It's too easy, bro. Come on, you got Outkast, you got the Locks. Bro, it's too easy, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not even I don't want to make it seem like I'm bashing just, but like I said, I like the Clips. I just feel it's almost like the movie Sinners. People go berserk, and then when you watch it, and you know, I gotta take my brother Flea's advice. I listen to it again. But for me, I listened to it twice today, and I'm like, okay, some dope verses, some dope lyrics, which you could never take away from them. But for me, you know, I get a breath of fresh air. I don't listen to none of this new shit, Flea, to be honest with you. So I don't get like that shit don't catch me. Like all you know, I don't want to name them rappers because we be here all night.
All day.
Whether it's female or male. I don't listen to none of
Yeah.
that shit. So
Yeah.
that shit doesn't warp my brain. Like I said.
But you understood exactly what I meant, though, OG. But like,
No.
there's a lot of
I
us
understand.
out here today that like,
I understand.
you know what I'm saying?
But for me, you know, when we talk about 14 songs and we talk about a classic album, now do they have some classic verses on there? I give you that. But when we talk about classic album, I think Pharrell could have did better with the beats. Some of the ways that the songs were structured, I didn't like it. Like I said, a lot of them didn't have super dope hooks. Just for me, it just wasn't dope enough. And for what people are making it out to be. Like I said, I see it on all the platforms, all the distance with Travis. I don't care about none of that. When I listen to the music, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't hit me like that. And how Fabian feels about that Jay-Z verse, that we can say the same thing when that song first came out. With Malice really did kill that verse. The first song we heard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's cool, but it's not. To me, it doesn't take them over the hump. I don't think it was all that. Let me just be honest. I don't think it was all that at all.
There's other guys that are usually involved, right? When we say Pharrell, you know, Chad is usually involved, and you know him and Chad got something going on right now. So the Neptunes are not doing it together. Pharrell is extremely talented, but he would even tell you that the Neptunes as a whole is a way different sound, right? And so same thing for Ye. We could say whatever we want about Kanye West, but in terms of producing a song, Push got away from him, and for his own good, of course. But if we're talking about the music, if you don't have a full Neptunes and Kanye West on your out, the beats may sound way different. I thought sonically I liked it, but had it been Neptunes and Ye collaborative making that happen, it might have gone through the roof, right? Who knows? But I can feel what you're saying. Definitely can feel what you're saying.
Like for me, nothing on there is better than grinding. I'm sorry, and I have a problem when that. Hold on, Fleet. That's my opinion. You can respond. I have a problem when a song 20 years ago is still better than your whole album. I'm sorry. Like we can go to the whole first album and go, okay, this song was the best song on there, but then it's so many others. So for me, it's just like I said, I like the Clips. I have nothing against them. I just think the album was trash. I'm just being honest with y'all.
That's such a horrible analogy because ain't none of your favorites putting out nothing from that's beating what they did 20 years ago.
Grind. That's what I'm there.
That's just too.
Go ahead.
That's Neptunes in their prime. That's them when they first came out. None of these dudes, none of these guys got anything from 20 years ago. They just don't. But I think that's part of the problem, that the way the social media hype does things, like, and it started with the Source magazine, 5 Mics, and calling things a classic. I think we were calling things classic that are not classics, and that's a whole nother subject. Like a lot of albums that people call classic, I'm like, that's not a classic. A classic is beginning to end. It's just there's a feeling to it. It feels like a movie to me. Like,
could you just give me an example of one that you're referring to right now?
Doggy Style is a classic.
No, what is considered a classic that you don't think is a classic? I just wanted to see where you were gauging classic and not.
Ready to Die.
Okay.
I don't think Ready to Die, I'm listening beginning to end. There's songs that I skip, and it's just there's no real feel from beginning to end. You could tell that these songs were made at this time. Biggie got better. He changed his whole flow, and then he changed the direction of the album. Like, I can tell. But Life After Death, beginning to end is like a movie.
Yeah,
it's a movie. The production was different. The effort was different, and people will disagree because he has really good songs on it, and it's Biggie. But I don't think that like when I listen to him, like clearly they copy Dre, they copy Ice Cube because they try to put the interludes and all that. But to me, nah, it just wasn't a classic. Like the way they make it sound, like I'm like, it didn't feel like the same album from beginning to end. It felt like they had different sounds, and it's a tough thing to do. But going back to the point, if you going into it thinking this is a classic, I never expected the Neptunes to the Clips to ever drop a classic. I don't think they have a classic, but I'm going into it thinking they are throwback dudes, and
they first album is kind of close to classic, bro.
I don't think it's a classic. I think it's good.
It's good. Classic. It's good.
Like, better than this one.
Lord Willing, I think is a track that we don't give enough credit to, and just how Malice destroys that song. Obviously grind. And when you brought up grinding, OG, I feel like grinding is just forget Clips. There's a lot of other songs that can't stand the test of time with grinding, right? Not just Clips catalog, but a lot of catalog. You know what I'm saying? That we look at. It's like that song 20 years ago, wherever you was, or 25 years ago rather, whatever you was doing, wherever you was at, you remember. Like that's my kind of childhood, right? Junior high school, going into high school. I'm banging the desk. We making that beat, in the cafeteria, on the bus, in the back of the bus with the bitches. You know what I'm saying? We doing that. So it's that's a grinding is a different track, man. That might be a top 10, 20 song for the last 25 years. Just up there, like in terms of holding the test of time. If you hear it, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna vibe, you're not gonna be able to turn that shit off. Maybe, I don't know.
It could start the argument.
That's fine.
It earned the right to start the argument. I'll give you that.
Ball suckers.
We live.
Big Flea, the biggest, y'all. Never the little one. Hope everybody had a blessed weekend.
Hold on. Put your glasses back off, Flea. This ain't Knicks Rehab yet. How dare I? So we were just saying we're gonna start the argument. What was it? Can grind and start the argument. These guys trying to start arguments with ease. They talking about top 100 players of all time on Bleacher Report. Pure savagery. Are you kidding me? They know what they were doing. They got MJ up there. Before we get to the top 10, what do you want to just go directly to the top 10? What y'all want to do? So I see Draymond Green, number 88, over Chris Webber.
I'd like to see who's behind Draymond Green. Pause.
Okay,
I like to see what the top 10 looks like, because I'm looking at this in real time right now. I saw little bits and pieces. What does the top 10 look like? And then I saw Draymond at 88. Who's behind? Who's the 12 players behind him? I would love to see that.
You got Draymond so behind him at 88, 89. Earl Monroe, Earl the Pearl, Chris Webber, Chauncey Billups, Lenny Wilkins, Jason Tatum, Bill Sharman, Dave DeBusschere, Joe Dumars, Bernard King, Klay Thompson, David Bing, and Artis Gilmore.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, and just before we get to the top 10, I see Grant Hill at 78. It's a tough call. That's tough.
That's bad. Bernard King is not as good of a player as Draymond Green. That's awful. That is awful.
It's tough.
That's
We're gonna go straight to the top. What 20?
How does he even make the list?
How does he make the top 100?
Oh,
That's as real as it could get. OG.
How? Man.
How?
How does he make the list?
After Draymond, you got Alonzo Mourning, Tony Parker, Sam Jones, Adrian Dantley, Jimmy Butler. That's tough. Jimmy Butler's.
Where's Dennis Rodman on that list?
Am I bugging? I don't see Dennis Rodman.
That's too far away. I can't see the list.
Oh, number 67.
Who's in front of him? Who's behind him?
So Rodman 67. Behind him is Robert Parrish, Kyrie.
No,
Irving.
who's behind him and who's the first one in front of him? Who's the first one behind him? Like, who's he in between?
They got Joel Embiid in front of Dennis Rodman.
And behind Rodman is who?
Robert Parrish.
So it's Embiid, Rodman, Parrish.
Right.
Okay.
He's one Carmelo at 60. Then you got T-Mac in front of him, Willis Reed, Luka. Luka's already better than Carmelo?
It's a better player?
Bill Walton? Yo, come on, man.
Where they got Bill at? Where they got Bill at?
Not 55. Bro, he played 4 seasons, man. I'll be sick of this shit.
Niggas, Bill Walton made top 50. That's a fucking joke. I'm sorry. That's a joke. Y'all call me what y'all want. Older people in the comments say what y'all want. Bill Walton, regular weed, man. Fuck out of here.
Nah, but it's just the fact that whatever you think he was super nice. UCLA, he killed it, but he got hurt, bro. We said the Grant Hill. I said the Grant Hill thing. Come on, man. Somebody in the Static Knicks said Bill Walton's a DEI hire. Dwight Howard 52, Ray Allen 51. So here comes the top 50. Dominique, Paul Pierce, Russell Westbrook. Oh shit, that's fucked up. Russell Westbrook.
What's wrong with you?
Elvin Hayes, because they said it so much. Elvin Hayes, Kevin McHale. He got hurt too. Anthony Davis, he got hurt too. George Mikan. Walt Frazier, George Gervin, Rick Barry, Patrick Ewing, Clyde Drexler, Bob Pettit, Bob Cousy, Allen Iverson.
Where's Allen? Allen is number what?
36.
36?
Yeah, in front of Bob Cousy. Steve Nash in front of Iverson. James Harden. Jason Kidd. Respect, baby. Kawhi Leonard, 32. A lot of injuries there.
32. Okay.
31 is Havlicek. 30 is Chris Paul. John Stockton is 29.
Oh, stay there. Chris Paul is in front of Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this show. Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad they got Jason Kidd ahead of James Harden and Steve Nash. Respect to that.
Music to your ears.
Say it again?
I said music to your ears.
Come on, man. Should have been higher. Chris Paul is number 30. So John Stockton is 29. Scottie Pippen, 28. Isaiah Thomas, 27. Elgin Baylor, 26. Barkley's 25. Giannis, 24. D Wade, 23. Karl Malone, 22. Moses Malone at 21. Here comes the disrespect. Another guy. I'll get back to that. Dr. J, number 20. David Robinson is 19. And Moses Malone is 21. Dirk is 18 and Moses Malone is 21. Joke is 17. KG at 16. Jerry West at 15. Oscar Robertson 14. KD, Kevin Durant 13. Hakeem Olajuwon 12. Kobe Bean Bryant number 11.
Yo, ho. Yo, this is insane, bro. Like, this is insane, man. What the fuck is going on? Like, guys, what's the top 10? Kobe's 11, because Hakeem is out of the top 10.
Which is tough.
Just real quick. Scrolling through YouTube, might have been today or yesterday, and it was just a short of Michael Jordan. And I don't know if y'all seen it. I'm to send it to y'all. And they asked Mike, give me your guys where, you know, you won't never lose. And I think he had Magic got the one. I forgot who everybody was, but his center was his center was Hakeem Olajuwon. And he just broke down Hakeem's game. And he was like, yo, Hakeem was in top 10 in every category. And Mike was just like, yo, at that size and at that position, you're top 10 in steals. And Mike just praised Hakeem, and it's like Hakeem is not in the top 10.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
But these are websites with
Hakeem Olajuwon led the league in steals, if I'm not mistaken. One season. He was insane. He was insane.
Yo, bro, he was top 10 in every category.
Yeah. He was different. He was different. This is insane.
Go ahead, Fabian. You can finish the list.
Well, rounding up our top 10. Here we go. I ain't dropping no bombs for you, Bleacher Report. I should drop I should flush a toilet on you. Steph Curry, number 10. You know what they were doing. Will Chamberlain, number 9. Larry Bird, number 8. So you think Larry Bird was better? I don't understand that. Tim Duncan, number 7. Shaq at 6. Bill Russell, number 5. Magic is at 4. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 3. LeBron at 2. And Mike, number 1. Fellas, I know for me, what I like about this so far before we continue on is the fact that we don't even care about the Michael Jordan LeBron thing right now. This shit is all everybody else on the list. I don't, because whoever you have is who you have at this point. But all ball, you know, the Kobe thing clearly touched the nerve. What do you think about Kobe at 11, not making the top 10? Who should have made it? Who shouldn't have made it?
For me, the Kobe and Hakeem Olajuwon thing is a travesty. I'm sorry. It's no disrespect to Bill Russell or Will Chamberlain. Pioneers, great players. They're not better than Hakeem Olajuwon. They're not better than Kobe. I'm sorry. As great as an athlete, you know, those guys were, and what they meant to the game is a totally different story. But if we're talking basketball, and like my brother's always, I'm an old head. I always got old thinking ways, but you know, the game evolved. But for me, with the eye test, there's no way in the world Hakeem Olajuwon and Kobe Bean Bryant is not top 10 greatest players we've ever seen. Curry does not belong in the top 10. Not before those guys. If we're going to pay homage to Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain, you have to pay homage to Kobe and Hakeem Olajuwon. Bill and them is only getting that, God rest both their souls. They only get that because of what they meant to the game, which is legendary. I'm not arguing that. But if we're talking about basketball, they are not better than Hakeem and Kobe. The Kobe Bryant slander since he's been deceased is out of control. I just found out Jeff Teague is down with clutch. Bro, like people, this is a real thing. If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. The Kobe Bryant slander is out of control. One thing, how I am, I'm fair. I'm consistent. I'm not a LeBron James fan. But I never said he wasn't great. I never said he's not one of the greatest we've ever seen. I'm not going to sit there and not put him in my top 10. Okay, I might troll and may not put him in my top 5 because that's just me. But I'm never going to go LeBron James is the 14th best player I've ever seen. Kobe Bryant disrespect is out of control. And it stops here on AllBall TV. I'm not doing that. You don't have to like someone to respect someone. Him and Akeem Olajuwon got so disrespected. And I'm going to let Flea cook because I'm going to say something that might get our channel took down. And I don't want to do that. But this is what gets me upset. We said the same thing about Mark Jackson the other day. Big shout out Mark Jackson. Where is your counterparts and your peers to speak up for this bullshit? Where? I don't want to hear from rappers. I don't want to hear from entertainers. I want to hear from guys that played with and against Kobe and Akeem Olajuwon. Where the fuck is y'all at? This shit is a travesty. This is where somebody like Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, everybody that's alive, speak up. It's nowhere in the fucking world. This shit is disrespectful. Draymond Green shouldn't be on the fucking list. Come on, man. Come on, man. So for me, we could dissect that list. That'll take all night. But the ones that I feel that's too disrespectful, Kobe Bryant and Akeem Olajuwon, not in the top 10. As great as Steph Curry was and is currently still, defensively, he's nowhere near those guys. They affect the game on both ends of the floor. Kobe has more championships. What Akeem did, we may not never see that done again from a big man. An undersized big man at that. He wasn't 7'2", 7'3". And I'm going to be honest. The older guys, respect y'all. Kareem, Bill, Wilt. Y'all not better basketball players than them guys. Come on, man. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. The Kobe Bryant disrespect is out of control. And Akeem Olajuwon, who doesn't get mentioned enough when it's talking about great basketball, not only great centers, great basketball. This shit is disrespectful, man. And I'm very upset. Bleacher Report, y'all are pieces of shit for that. I understand, get your money, get your content, do this and do that. But who the fuck is behind them scenes that's okay in this shit? Bro, who's okay in that? Nah, man. Nah, there's another platform who don't need more exposure. You don't need the clickbait. Kobe and Akeem not top 10? Flea, the floor is yours, man. This shit is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Flea, that's your guy. That's your man.
Both my guys, man. Both my guys. Both my guys.
All we needed was Allen Houston to make the top 100. We were like, ooh.
Kind of lost my mind, right? It'd been like, we got that right. No, Allen should be nowhere near the top 100 players of all time. Big shout out to Allen Houston.
But I mean, the Kobe thing stands out. But what else, if anything else? But obviously, we're gonna address the Kobe thing first. What about this list?
I've done enough addressing Kobe Bryant. For my time with my brothers the last couple of years. Y'all know how I feel about Bean. I think Bean should be 1, 2, or 3. That's me, right? But the disrespect has gotten louder and louder as guys have gotten more comfortable in their spaces, right? Like the guys that competed against him at the cream of the crop, like at the peak of his powers, don't talk like this. None of them talk like this. And the only one that I see does is Gilbert. He's the only one that talks with a certain level of I was able to compete with him on any level. But everybody else that competed with him in his prime don't talk like this. All the other guys that as he's on the decline, as he's on the way out, now those are the guys that talk. Jeff Teague, you played against him in 12, 13, 14, right? Like, don't talk to me about he was still one of the best players in the league, but don't talk to me about him not being able to sit in the chair and play defense no more. That's corny. At 36 years old, we're going to critique him amongst you. How long did you sit in the chair, Jeff Teague? How much defense did you play in your tenure? Fuck is you talking about? Like, what are we talking about, man? So the disrespect to Kobe Bryant is just insane. And he's really, we always talk about all these real he was the fucking boogeyman. He was the real boogeyman. When he come in the room, you niggas quiet. I remember him as a teenager with the fro, sitting in front of the ABCD camp, in front of a bunch of guys. Lenny Cook, a bunch of guys was there. And he had to let them niggas know, I'll be waiting for you niggas, and I'm going to bust y'all ass when y'all get here. When y'all get here. This is 21, 22 years old Kobe Bryant. The disrespect is out of control. The disrespect to Akeem Olajuwon is out of control. I think he's probably one of the most underrated players. Forget big men, because I think he dwarfs some of the big men. We love Kareem. We love Wilt. We love Russell, David Robinson, Shaq, all of them. For me, Kareem is better. Dream is better than all of them. Every last one. Every last one of them niggas that I said, y'all can love Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, all them niggas. Nostalgia, love it. They couldn't fuck with Dream in any time, in any era. Today, the 80s, in the times where they dribble with two, they couldn't fuck with Dream at any point. Nobody. So like that's where it gets a little dicey for me. I know Curry is a literal game changer. We've watched the game completely change because of his abilities. So like I understand why he's top 10. Is he top 10 for me? No. But I understand why they got to put him in the top 10 in 2025 right now while the game is still going on. They got to put him there. I get it. Everybody else besides obviously Michael, LeBron, I really have no problem with Bird being in the top 10. I really have no problem with Magic being in your top. I have no issues with that, right? But when you start putting in, obviously, Duncan, but Dream deserves to be in there. Kobe Bryant deserves to be in there. To be honest, those are the only two guys that I feel a certain way about being outside of that upper echelon of NBA players. Guys who did it on both ends. Go ahead.
No, just one more player, which I know is, I've always advocated and argued for him. Dirk and Kevin Garnett is not better than Scottie Pippen. I'm sorry. That's just for me. What he meant on both ends of the floor, one of the original guys to start that point forward thing legit. Scottie Pippen gets disrespected too, and we all know why. He's very hard to like. Pause. His life outside of basketball. People connect that with his basketball game, which is dead wrong. Scottie Pippen should be a top 20 greatest players of all time. His numbers may not say, but we know what he meant to the game of basketball. He's one of those players where y'all both sometimes say, now let me y'all say this, numbers don't matter when it comes to certain players. He's one of those. He is one of those where you don't look at the numbers. You look at the effect he had on the game. Love KG, love Dirk. There's no knock to them. They are not better basketball players than Scottie Pippen. I just want to say that because nobody else is going to say that. They are going to continue to shit on Scottie Pippen like he wasn't the fucking man. Some people consider him the greatest defender they've ever seen. Now, we know that's up for debate. But if we talk about top 5 greatest defenders we've ever seen, Scottie Pippen, there is an argument. So for me, he's one of those that I think gets disrespected. He doesn't get disrespected as much as Kobe and Akeem. I agree, Flea. The Akeem thing, it ain't about center. As a player, he is so he shouldn't be under. It's out of control. So this list got me upset. I'm sorry, I'm taking more time than I should. But for me, Kobe, Akeem, and Scottie Pippen, the blatant disrespect is out of control. And I just want to see what great players speak up for this bullshit list.
I didn't want to let you finish, Flea.
No. I was rapping. I think OG put a bow on what I was saying. Right? It's just we hold on to nostalgia so much, as if we're gonna be disrespecting some of the greats, and it is no disrespect to some of the greats. But you mean to tell me, honest, 30 years from now, we still gonna have Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell in our top 10? 30 years from now? Like, we got to start being honest, bro. Like, it's no disrespect to the guys from yesteryear. But if everything else gets better in the world but basketball, everything else is better. Cars, food, bitches, money, everything else is better.
Nigga said white women everything better.
Everything is better. But basketball players? Like,
There's a
nigga,
terrible
the fuck outta
influence, man. Yo, cut that out. Cut
here.
that part
Come
out.
on,
I
man.
said.
Y'all niggas is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas kill me with this shit. Niggas kill me with it. Everything else gets better but basketball players. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about?
I almost said something else.
Nah.
Come on, man.
Mute me, bro. Just mute me right now, bro.
Kill me. Niggas kill me with that shit, man. I'm sorry, my brothers. I'm sorry. But it's just, this is the only thing in the world that does not get better.
Yo, baby, he almost made me say something
like,
I'm trying
so
to
out of control.
I'm trying to hold it back. I'm trying to hold it back because that was crazy. Yo, Flea, your man is bucking out. He's bucking out.
I'm sorry.
All because Kobe's out of the top 10. And I had another joke, and I'm gonna chill because I almost went crazy.
I don't understand, my brothers. I don't understand. Haircuts, headphone, everything could get better. But basketball players, man, come on.
It's one more thing that didn't get better. White Nike is with that fucking crease.
You can't beat that shit. That did not get better. They did not do nothing for us. Come on, y'all.
Everything else but that got better. The NBA and the crease in the White Nike. Fabian, go, Fabian, because you want to say something crazy. Get your take on, bro, so you get that off your mind.
No,
Go ahead, bro.
No. I had to hold it back because I know that's too. But now you would have jumped off and never came back on. That's how crazy it was. I think, number one is for me is the boring answer. There's no way Moses Malone is the 21st best basketball player of all time. KG, all you guys look better than him. Y'all the style, everything. It's gonna be. He was too dominant. That's just the boring answer for me. Then y'all mentioned Hakeem and Kobe, and then when Flea said two things, once you put Steph Curry in front of Kobe, and then you say Hakeem, it's like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Steph Curry's better than Hakeem Olajuwon. It just doesn't. If I'm picking a team, there's no way in hell I'm picking Steph Curry over Hakeem Olajuwon. Go make the argument with Steph versus Kobe. You're gonna argue with a new fan who watches basketball. Okay, you can have that argument. It's just impossible to have one with a big man who's that dominant both sides of the floor. It doesn't make any sense. The Steph Curry thing, obviously, that's just for clicks. I don't see. If I'm watching basketball, what does Steph do better than Kobe Bryant? All the people shooting. What else? You got a better handle? No. Better passer? Really? Maybe on the same level.
He's a better
Fabian. The shooting is just from three. That's it. It's from nowhere else.
Right. The shooting from the outside, and then what you say? You got to handle the point guard better.
No, he's a better ball handler than Kobe Bryant.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a better what?
A better ball handler, handling the basketball.
Nah.
He's a better ball handler.
Kobe wasn't allowed. Kobe wasn't allowed to dribble in this era to do what they would do. That bullshit they doing now. If Kobe's allowed to travel with a handle, he'll make that shit really look like Rucker Park. Kobe was super nice, bro. He was nice when you could like.
You're not telling me nothing. I know.
Right, but I like that you said that because now it's like the kids will understand that, bro. He will bring 55th to the NBA. He was that nice. Mm-hmm. He was that nice, and he was an NBA player. So now what? He's that kind of guy. He ain't just Baron Davis, Steve Francis. No disrespect to y'all, but he had sort of a point guard handle to get it going, and then he could embarrass you on every. Steph can't do that. We've seen defenses give Kobe trouble, but a lot of the things with Kobe is the whole Shaq thing. He's a sidekick, and it's like even in real time, he's earning my respect. Because the way he was killing Indiana, Sacramento, San Antonio, Minnesota, Utah, when he got back his shit together against that, it didn't matter who it was. And Shaq was fouled out, hurt, all kind of shit. So I don't know if Steph can do that. He ain't D'ing up like Kobe was back then. And I don't think he was a top two guard defender back then. But Steph Curry, he's all NBA defense. He's all defense. Steph Curry is not sniffing that. So whatever you could do better than him on the offensive end, however you want to argue that, you don't play defense like this. So now the whole one side of the court, You're a liability. And then the thing for me is, you don't want to say it. Bill Russell's not in my top 10. He's not. Enough is enough with the bullshit.
He's not in mine. He's not in mine neither.
What other top 10
Russell?
player? Bill Russell.
No,
What other top 10 player just plays defense and that's it? And they're gonna bring up, he was like Draymond, he'll dribble handle. Listen, I saw the footage, super athlete, I get it, but nobody else can get that sort of credit but him. There's nobody in that top 20 who's just a defender. So he's the only one because he won 11 championships. What the hell do you think Akeem Olajuwon will do with those Boston Celtics versus Wilt Chamberlain, who's the first diva superstar dude? He would have killed everybody. The shit they did to God bless his soul, because he went through hell. The shit that he went through, Akeem would have went through. I don't think they ever would have lost. He was bananas. The only thing stopping him also is that I like giving Bill Russell the whole like Mamba mentality. He's the OG to Mamba mentality, Bill Russell. I'll give him that. But he's not in my top 10, bro. I'm not watching him and going, oh, wow, this is what basketball should be like. This is what we pay to see the game for. And this is what being nice is. Nah, not back then. Wilt was better than him. He just was. He just was a knucklehead. And he was, a celebrity dude. He loved the attention. And who knows? He might have thrown some games. I think he was gambling on games.
We hold guys out of the top 10 again, strictly just to hold on to these niggas. We keep guys out of the top 10 to hold on to who historically is great by word, right? Again, there's plenty of guys that saw Bill Russell, that saw Wilt Chamberlain live. I don't know if they're still around now, but I'm sure there's people around that saw them live. I'm not discounting them. What I'm saying, though, is as time goes on, the list can change, and that's not disrespectful. The list can change. You can remove guys out of the list and put them right outside if another nigga belongs on there. What the fuck are we holding on to a nigga that we ain't seen it? Like, because then I start being disrespectful. But like, come on. You just said, Olajuwon?
Yeah.
And Bill Russell?
Yeah.
Eye test alone. That's the first thing about basketball. Let's start being honest about that too. When we go to the park, we're not going to the box score to find out who's nice and who's not. Like, we got to stop this shit about when the numbers start mattering. Okay, on the NBA level, they take stats. We got that. But we dumbing it down to basketball because none of us, and ain't nobody in the comments ever played on the NBA level. So we talking about hoops. When we go to the gym, I'm not running to the box score to ask the scorekeeper, yo, who got the most points on the black team? No, I'm going to watch the black team to understand who's the best player on the black team. I should be able to figure that out while I'm watching. Not by, oh, the nigga got 15 points in the game. No, that don't mean shit to me. So we got to stop that shit. Olajuwon absolutely could be better than Russell, could be better than Chamberlain. And there's nothing blasphemous about saying that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I totally agree. And just it's just sad, man. Because like I said, I'm an old head, and I try my best to get out of those ways. A lot of us are stuck in the way, so I can imagine, the guys that's older than me. But it's like you said that perfectly, bro. Let's just look at the eye test. Just look at the game. Look at the players, and it's like, come on, man. Like I said, no disrespect to Curry, but I don't think nobody would have had a problem with Curry being 12 or 13. I'm sorry. Not if you got Kobe and Akeem Olajuwon there. Like that, like it's no conversation. Like real basketball people know. It's one thing Curry do better than both of them, and that shoot from three. He does nothing else better. Nothing.
They play
I'm
in
sorry.
Dream's face because Dream ain't gonna say nothing. They play
Like, come
Dream.
on, man.
They ain't gonna play in a lot of these other niggas' face. Have Shaq out of the top 10 and see the type of fit he would throw.
Exactly.
On social media. Bro. The next time he got a microphone in front of him. When he debuts on ESPN next year. Have him out of the top 10. See how he behaves. Dream ain't gonna say shit. He ain't got nothing to say. It's all good. I got that.
I think the only thing that knocks Dream is the fact that the shit was in his control. He was wild. Like in the 80s, he was wild. He got kicked out of a finals game in the 80s. I always say this. That was Akeem without the H.
Without the H.
He was bugging. But what knock Shaq is, bro. We saw what knock Shaq. You should have been better than what you were. And that's my thing with the top 10 list. Anybody who doesn't overachieve should not be on the list. Like, I'm starting to drop Shaq now even further, bro. You shouldn't be on the list. And that's how Kobe climbs up. Because I wanted to make this. I don't know if I told you this over the phone, Flea. If to me, all these guys, if it's a superhero group and it's like the Justice League, Superman is Jordan, LeBron is Superman, whoever, Aquaman's this guy, Akeem Olajuwon, whatever. Kobe is like Batman because they're all super powerful to me, but he's the real human guy that figures out how to fit in with the superpower dudes, and that's just what it is.
Have a superpower,
right?
Naturally, I can roll with that.
He's not. That's the only reason why I always discounted him. But I'm like, yo, what if you? That's the DNA lottery when you LeBron and Mike. But when you Kobe, dog, that's all discipline to get up. He has what they have, and maybe and then some. Because Shaq shouldn't. They really traded him for Kobe. That's insane. And I don't think the disrespect for Kobe was ever on the same level as when he was alive. I disagree with y'all with that. That motherfucker was pardon. He was disrespected alive. Crazy. They went bananas on him because of what happened with him and Shaq, and whatever happened with the trial.
During the time, were you talking about a specific time though?
Yes.
Like there was a specific time where even you said it. You were part of that crew that didn't like him. He had to earn respect. He had to earn, his stripes from, the fans and a lot of niggas around the league because they didn't think that he was like that. But then there was this reinvention of who he is and who he was. And from the reinvention on until his untimely death, boogeyman, nigga.
Yes.
You niggas watch how you talk. When I come in the rooms, niggas get quiet. You leave you can talk when I leave, but you niggas be quiet when I walk in the room. And that was everybody.
Now I want to be clear, it wasn't during the trials. Like I thought he was bugging because he wanted Shaq trade and he was hogging the ball in the championship. I thought, he's crazy. Now Kobe's crazy. Kobe really hogged the ball in the championship. He's bananas. And he got Shaq traded, and that's when he really became a villain. So the real hate that had nothing to do with basketball was during that time period, and he became the villain. So after that, like you said, the mama mentality, that was all part of a marketing campaign with Nike, and it was dope. But the thing about hype, just like we talked about the Clips album earlier, if you don't live up to it, we definitely shitting on you. That's why we shit on LeBron. Good, not one, not two, not three, bro. We're gonna shit on you for the rest of your career, bro. You said that. We didn't say that. You took it for granted. That's not how Kobe talked. That's not how Jordan talked. You know what I'm saying? They didn't take the opportunity for granted. Like none of us, respectfully, take any of our opportunities the same way that Kobe did. He would have been the best fisherman, the best plumber, the best anything, because that kind of mentality, you see it. They're the annoying coworker that is gonna do the job. So
and outshine you no matter how hard you work. You could work your ass off. There was no way you were gonna work harder than Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know what type of work ethic that is, OG. I don't know what that is.
Listen, man, he was obsessed. And for me, him at his peak, he's probably one of the greatest players ever. See, for me, that's how I look at things, man. If you just look at everybody at their peak, and that's no knock to Curry or nobody, but guys at their peak, like we watched Curry struggle in the finals. Like, bro, what guys like Kobe and Hakeem did in the finals, like so for me, man, it's listen, man, we got to start judging this thing correctly. When it comes to this list, rings count, but it doesn't count as much. But if we going off the eye test, there's no way in the world you can have Kobe and Hakeem in your top 10. I'm sorry. That's it. Like I said, I would love for a lot of players to like force them to change the whole list. That's what I would love. Guys need to speak up. Up here, AllBall TV, they scared, but we not. Speak up.
But I'm not.
Who's gonna speak up and go, this list is terrible. Here's the changes that need to be made. And put the fire on their ass. Seriously, because come on, man. know what I mean? And I would love for guys like Curry and other guys to come out and be honest. Yo, I'm not better than Kobe, bro. I wasn't better than the Key. Come on, man. No matter how people dislike Mike, we watch him say it, whether we thought he was bullshitting or not. I'm never going to say I'm better than them guys. So for me, it is just a way to go about things, and I think it should be a point where let's just start being honest. My nigga, you ain't better than them niggas. I'm sorry. Like you said, Bill Russell and them guys is not here to defend themselves, but there's enough ballers out there to be honest. I'm tired of guys like Barkley saying the same shit over and over again. Yo, I'm always gonna have them guys there. No. Line their asses up at the free throw line, and we know what's gonna happen. Cook City, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, so, yeah, man. For me, Kobe, Akeem, total disrespect. I think Scotty should be a little higher. I think AI should be a little higher for me. Chris Paul, Steve Nash, great point guards. They're not better than Allen Iverson. I don't care what nobody says. You ain't got to like them. You ain't got to like the style of basketball he plays. They are not better fucking basketball players than Allen Iverson.
They're not.
Come on, man. Fuck out of here, man.
Like, kidding me? They're not better, OG. Just flat out. They're not better basketball players.
I ain't too mad at that, because that's those. Another thing I'm that throws me off is that if that's your top 10, that's the Justice League. Like I said, that's the Mount Rushmore, whoever you want to do. If that's your top 10, they should all be in the same tier. Meaning, if you have 10 teams, they could start on every team, and then they're a playoff team after that, right? Then the next tier should be whoever should be, runners up. And I just seen this Reggie Miller versus Carmelo Anthony. They had Reggie Miller at 47 and Carmelo at 41. Oh, no. They had Reggie Miller at 54 and Carmelo at 60. So they're saying Reggie Miller's better than Carmelo. That's like,
Reggie Miller not a top 100 basketball player. I know y'all not going to agree with me, but I'm going to say it. He's not top 100.
I agree. He ain't top 100. He damn sure ain't better than no fucking Carmelo.
What the fuck are we talking about? Basketball players? You kick like the fuck out of here. Reggie Miller?
I don't
kill
know
me with
that.
this nostalgic shit.
But Reggie might be top 100, bro. I think
maybe, like you said,
Reggie was. Mike. You go back and watch Reggie. Reggie wasn't just a Steph Curry jump shooter. Like, Reggie was mid range. Reggie did his thing. He was weak, but
put that nigga in the high 90s. Then nigga ain't no 50, 60 something.
Yeah, like I'm saying, to say Reggie he's not 100.
Just no Steph Curry. What you mean by that? What that mean? Steph Curry ain't just a shooter too. Can we stop that? Can we be honest about who he is as a basketball player? Like, I know he may be high for us, but Steph Curry ain't though. Just give me the basketball, I'm gonna shoot it. That ain't just him. Right.
So then what do you think Reggie would have done in this era? He would have destroyed this era.
I don't care. I know what Reggie did. I know what Reggie did. But he wasn't really like, he was regular. Great shooter.
That's fine. He was regular for the 90s. But if Steph Curry could run around and copy his whole style, and they take him in this era, Reggie Miller's destroying this era.
How did Curry?
He's shooting lights out.
Curry is nothing like the player Reggie Miller is. Are you kidding me? You would compare those two guys in terms of play?
That's he. Hold on. That's who he patterned his game after is Reggie Miller and Steve Nash. He said this. That's who he copied.
He could say whatever he wants. I know what I'm looking at. He don't play like no Reggie Miller.
Bro, he's an off-ball. That's what his style of play. All I'm saying is that you can't tell me for this era, Reggie Miller gets even better. A lot of those players get even better in this era. A lot of players get worse. Artis Gilmore's not playing like Artis Gilmore in this era.
Reggie Miller better than Dennis Rodman, bro.
Reggie regular.
Right, you niggas
you niggas be hyped. I don't even understand the hype over Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller was not some upper echelon. Oh God, he walking in the gym. Oh shit, Reggie's on the other side. Y'all kill me with that shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying to say he's not top 100 and just write him off as if they don't have fucking Bill Sharman on there and these other dudes. Come on, man.
I'm not arguing that.
Right. But even Bill Walton is disrespectful. Like, that's nostalgia, bro. You do not belong on this list. You are not a top 100 NBA player. You weren't. That is disrespectful.
So hold on. You have more of an issue with Bill Walton, who was the best player in the league at one point, MVP, right. But you don't got a problem with Reggie Miller.
I don't have a problem with Reggie Miller, who had an entire like 18-year career. Yes, I have no
So
problem with that.
There's
But
a
what, bro?
million niggas that play 18 years. Now we
because
gonna champion him for longevity.
No, we don't base everybody's career
y'all
on 4
kill
seasons.
LeBron for longevity.
So, quick question. All right, hold on. Quick question, Fabian. Please answer this. Okay, Reggie Miller had an 18-year career. Vince Carter played about 20-some years. Is Reggie Miller better than Vince Carter?
Player.
See, y'all talking about skill and talent. The talent. Y'all talking about talent.
Player.
Talent.
Player.
Vince Carter, to me, was an underachiever. That's what he did.
He asked you, was he better than Reggie Miller?
That's up in the, for me, that's up in the air. That's up in the air, bro. That's up in the air. Like I'm not arguing that shit. I don't need to argue that. He's a bottom.
Vince Carter made the list, right?
Yeah, he made the list. Vince Carter made the list. He's top.
Okay.
Vince Carter is 65. Reggie Miller's 54. Yeah, Carmelo 60. T-Mac's at 59. So they got T-Mac above Carmelo. I don't know about that. Carmelo was better than T-Mac. Carmelo's better than T-Mac.
Why?
And that's what I'm saying. That tier.
Why?
Do they belong in the same thing?
I'm just asking. I'm not saying I feel a different way. I'm just asking.
Because Carmelo, he showed up, bro. I've seen T-Mac not show up. I've seen, again, underachieve. Carmelo, there's no stopping Carmelo. They didn't see that. I've never heard a story like that in my life, that Carmelo choked or that he was stopped. I know he got blocked by homeboy on the Pacers, but that bum.
Don't even say his name.
Right. But you know I criticize him all the time, Flea.
Yes, you do.
I've never heard a story where somebody said, I never heard Carmelo say I was scared of this dude. Nobody scared Carmelo. Nobody stopped him. There was no Tayshaun Prince, no Kevin Garnett to stop him. None of that shit. He busted all their ass. Yeah, Reggie Miller's not fucking with Carmelo. That's a fact. Nice. Vince Carter's not fucking with Carmelo. That's a fact. Carmelo was super nice. Like he's too. That's mad disrespectful. He doesn't belong in that tier.
He's the 60th best player of all time, Carmelo Anthony.
Hold on, now I got a better one. Oh boy, I like this. Who's better, Carmelo or Iverson?
I'm gonna say Iverson, but I think Carmelo is just a bigger Iverson. But I think Iverson was better. Sorry, I think Iverson was better. What he did at that size, at that weight, taking that team to the finals, MVP, winning the game against the Lakers. Like I said, I think Melo is a bigger AI, but I think better basketball player. I'm gonna be honest, man. Allen Iverson gets a lot of disrespect as well. I think AI is better than Carmelo Anthony. I definitely think that.
What you think?
Yeah. I mean, give me the bigger. Yeah, just give me the bigger player. Just give me the bigger player. Like, cause I mean, it's not no disrespect to Allen. I love Chuck. Like that's one of my childhood idols. Like I love him. But if we talking about who's the better player, who's gonna have more advantages, I gotta go Melo. But again, that's not a slight on. This is like which one? For me, it's a pick 'em. For me, it's a pick 'em. And that's really, our platform is so important, y'all. Give me 2 minutes. I'll give it back to y'all. Our platform is so important. I said this to somebody in their comments because they was complaining about the world is not saying anything about Caitlin Clark and her struggles. And my point is, well, you know what? You got a platform. Speak on that. Talk about that. We got a platform. We got plenty of people that come to see us every day. Thank y'all in the comments. Thank y'all for still rocking with us. But we got a platform. Fuck Bleacher Report's list. Fuck they list. You come up with our own list. The real basketball people that really care about the game, that's going to watch the game no matter what, that don't have agendas, that is just purely in love with the game, and we watching it. We not grabbing numbers and saying this. We having debates about Iverson over Melo. We having real conversations, and we get mad at these big platforms that get shot out to the masses that don't put the list. Fuck they list, because ESPN don't know what the fuck they doing. Bleacher Report don't know what the fuck they doing. The people that's coming up with their list don't know what they doing. We don't need to get pissed at them no more. Oh, they just dropped the top 100 list? Okay, guess what, y'all? AllBall TV is about to come up with a top 100 list for y'all, and we're going to dissect that list. Because that's going to be a real list. It's not going to be one of these funny-looking lists that these niggas that come out that don't watch basketball, don't know shit about basketball, and is going to tell us who's the greatest players, 100 players of all time. It's a joke. It's a joke. I know that we don't have the reach that these mega platforms have, but we come up here and talk authentically every night with y'all. Our list matters over them dumbass lists. I just wanted to say that real fast.
We might not have anybody before 1973 on our list. We getting up out of there. I have to filter some other jokes. Paul Pierce at 49. And Melo's at 60.
Like what?
Yo, Paul Pierce, he like,
and that's nothing against Paul, but like,
no, it's not that. But let's be real. There was a time period where he stopped playing defense. He went through a lull. Like I remember this time period. I ain't talking about when whatever happened to him in Boston. I'm talking about. I remember when he stopped playing defense. I remember he was a good defender and he stopped. I remember that. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? And then when they got KG, there was a resurgence with Ray Allen and KG.
Yes, I'm glad you said.
But before that, he was still what? Wait, hold on, what's happening here? Because he was like when the way you're talking about Vince Carter and T-Mac. Yo, shout out to Black Card Rob. AllBall. Yeah. You know he's a super Paul Pierce. So we used to watch. That's how I love what's his name? Heinsohn? Tommy Heinsohn, and their commenters are I'm sorry. Outside of MSG, my favorite commentators are the Boston dudes. They are hilarious. Walter, that's how I know what Ray Allen's name is Walter. Hilarious, but
Tommy Heinsohn made me think Dino Raja was good. Anybody, just go Google that name. Tommy Heinsohn made me think Dino Raja was good, y'all.
He was ill. But
Dino was ill.
I would see Paul Pierce versus T-Mac and just take on, and maybe he was just when it was those matchups, that's when he was geared up. So maybe that's what it was. Because you know, when you watch the other games, it's like, oh, what happened? Against the Hornets, he would go off because Baron Davis is there. Like certain matchups against Jordan, he was turned up. But something happened where he's not shooting 45%, 50% from the field. And maybe it's the era too, because it's those two guards that still had the big man in the era, whatever. But he was competitive when it mattered. And we always had the argument between him and Carmelo Anthony. And is he better than Reggie Miller? He's more talented, he's more skilled. I'd rather have him than Reggie Miller. Yeah. Is he better than Carmelo? We've had that argument so many times. That's the crazy part. I go back and forth now.
I mean, Paul is classic for telling you, like, he would match up with Kobe, he would match up with Braun, he would match up with Mac, he would match up with all those guys, right? All those guys, and look forward to the matchup. I don't look forward to matching up with Melo because when I go home tonight, I'm going to feel that. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to feel that. All of these guys talk about the physicality that Melo played with and not, just not wanting to guard him because he's going to beat your ass. It's a different type of basketball with that nigga. Go ahead, OG.
No, just brief, just real quick. I think Paul Pierce is another one of those players that the numbers is not going to tell you how great he was. But, offensively, listen, man, he can go at it with the best of them. And he never turned down a challenge. So I have no problem with Paul, at the, where he's at, between the 30s, 40s, or whatever number he's in. I think, like I said, I'm going to say it again, another great player that his numbers are not going to wow you when it's all said and done. A lot of guys going to average 30, 20 plus. But Paul Pierce was a dog, man, was a dog. And, he definitely deserves a lot more respect too. He doesn't get as disrespected like, everybody else we're talking about. But, I agree. Guys like Melo and certain other guys, man, listen, you got to start being fair. When we watching the game, Flea, you said it perfect, the eye test. Come on, bro.
I think what I said earlier, like if you have Paul Pierce at 49, you got to have the other guys in his tier so we can start these debates because they belong there. Carmelo belongs in an argument with Paul Pierce, Hondo, Havlicek. They like now if you put Havlicek right behind them, who the fuck is that? It starts an argument. Now you got to learn who that is, and you're gonna get played. He scored the most points in the 70s or whatever the fuck it was. and he's a Boston legend. So it makes you understand who these people are, along with argue about the guys that belong in the same tier as these guys. Because Paul Pierce is not gonna be a top 10 guy. We know this, but top 40, top 50, somewhere in there. All right, now put Carmelo in there. All right, now let's argue about that. Then you could throw AI in there and be like, yo, hold on. You got AI in front of Paul Pierce. How old? Then you got T-Mac right there with Vince Carter. And okay, that's why Kobe's all the way up here. Like Kobe's 40 spots up from these guys. And you go, oh, okay. And it's just, now you're telling a real story. The top 10 list should be a list of at least the first 5 people that are arguing for the first spot. At least. That's why Hakeem should be in the top 10. Because Steph Curry has no chance of being the best player of all time. That's why that shit is disrespectful. Kobe's in a lot of people's conversation for that. I disagree with it, but people watching it go, that's the best player I've ever seen. And they deserve to be in that argument. They earn that shit, right? If you're in the top 10, you should have a chance at being the best player of all time. That make an argument for it. And Shaq at his peak, yes, but then we saw the, you know what I'm saying? Hakeem Olajuwon was just insane. Tim Duncan has a chance at that. These guys have these honorable mentions, and they should be in that to create this kind of conversation. But this is what they want us to argue about it, because they know we create all this. I still might name it the Bleacher Report shit just to see how good it does. The new Bleacher Report top 100. Take y'all shit. Jeremy's house. My bad, Fleet.
No, I ain't got nothing.
Jeremy's house. Thank you for your $10. Last week, did y'all omit Eric Jamal from the list of best Philly rappers because of his recent date of birth? Or is it that he can't really be from Philly because his flow can't really be from Earth? I never heard of Eric Jamal before in my life, Jeremy's house.
Is that? Oh, he said recent date of birth. Okay.
Right.
I thought he was talking about the young man that got killed out in Philly. Young conscious rapper.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I thought he was referring to him, but no, I'm not familiar with Eric Jamal, but I'm gonna get familiar now. I like people throw names out there that I ain't familiar with. So
go ahead. No, go ahead, Fabian.
Now I was gonna say new Philly's different than old Philly.
Yeah.
Coming up, like, first of all, the dude who changed gangster rap for real was what's homeboy? Damn.
Spoon,
yes. Schoolie D.
Something like Spoon.
Yes.
Talking about from Philly?
Making his cream. Yeah.
I knew you talking about. I forgot his name. I know you talking about though.
Schoolie D. You got it right. Yeah. He's from, was it PSK, whatever? He started gangster rap and all that shit. He gave the Ice-T his first fucking hit. They copied his song. So Philly deserves way more love in rap in general for changing the way that shit sounds. So I don't know who Eric Jamal is, no disrespect. I'll try to listen to him. But we bumping clips all week, brother, except for AllBall.
Yeah, I mean, well, big shout out Jeremy's house. Big shout out the young man. He just was saying don't knock him. Big shout out Philly. But for me, I'm not arguing with nobody. Beanie Siegel, best rapper come out of Philly, hands down.
I've been listening. I don't know why it's been coming to my timeline, but I've been catching Ness. E-Ness. I don't know if y'all remember.
E-Ness is tough.
I'm like, yo, Ness, I forgot how good, how well of a rapper Ness can rap. He can rap, right? Like, not like, no, the nigga can rap. So
that's tough.
I don't know where people from Philly have him on their list, but Ness go off. Ness go crazy.
I know where we at. Barkley in front of Isaiah Thomas. Still on there?
Barkley in front of Zeke. I'm fine with that.
How much far ahead?
He's 25th. Isaiah Thomas 27.
Okay, I'm not gonna argue that.
I'm fine with that.
D Wade at 23 and Karl Malone at 22.
D Wade 23, Karl Malone
22.
Karl Malone pretty close to
D Wade is nicer than Karl Malone. He just didn't have enough time. He's just too injury prone. Because if he stays in the league 13, 14 years, he's busting like that's he's different.
I'm gonna just say this. I'm not a Karl Malone fan.
Right.
The nigga was a bucket, man. People, listen, you ain't got to like somebody personally. You ain't got to like how it looked. But that nigga was a bucket, man. I'm sorry. He's a piece of shit, but he was a bucket.
You know what's wild about that is that them two don't probably get enough credit for how great they were and benefited off of each other. Like, the fact that Karl was such a guaranteed bucket is why this nigga's record probably will never be broken. Stockton's record will probably never be broken. But
Bro.
that's because of this dude, right? Who was, if you give it to him, he's putting it in the bag. He was number 2 behind Kareem for how long? 25 years? 30?
Look at the era. I mean, he's doing that in a tough era.
Yo,
like Karl Malone was a bucket. And go ahead, Fleet, because I know you know this better than me. Go ahead.
No, because think about this. If y'all go back, I used to be a nigga that grabbed the paper every day, sit my ass on the toilet and read the paper from the back to the front. And you go and you look at these box scores, right? If you think about it, in those 80s and the early 90s, when we talk about the top scorers of all, Karl Malone is top 5 scorer in the league every year. Every year he's 27 a night, 28 a night, not 30 a night. This nigga was bugging. He was bugging for like a 5 to 8 year stretch. He's at least top 3 to 5 scorer in the league. Like,
my only problem with Malone is for someone who was a dirty bastard, like he was filthy.
Dirty nigga.
Right? He was weak when it mattered most. Like for you to be that dirty, you ain't really tough as I thought you were, bro. You go to that free throw line, you'll be missing. Y'all scored 54 points in the championship, bro. That shit was nasty. Karl Malone has some. You talk about choking. That's why you score like that, and you just damn.
Yeah, but we can't. Gotta be fair. Can't praise Barkley without praising Karl Malone. They both didn't win. They both got MVPs. And as much as I love Barkley, listen, when it comes to that power forward position, Karl Malone is right there with him, bro. Like I said, it just was done in a more boring way because it wasn't flashy. And like I said, he's very difficult to like. So it's easy to root against him. But for me, you know, for a guy that didn't win, and also Barkley didn't win, you can't go berserk about how great Barkley was and shit on Karl Malone. Because like Fleet just said it.
I think defensively, too, there was a big difference. Karl Malone's way better than Charles Barkley defensively.
2 MVPs for Karl, right?
It's 2?
I think it's 1.
97 and 99 or 98. How many? I'm asking because I know he got 1.
I think it's 1. Look it up, Fabian.
I'm looking it up. Oh, Flea, I'm looking it up, and I'm hoping he didn't. I'm hating right now.
Because I know he got 1 that everybody thought Mike should got.
Right.
They should have got. But I feel like there's 1 more that we forgetting. Like who won the 99 in the lockout year? Who won the MVP?
I hope it ain't him.
I'm telling you, it might be him, y'all. I'm
2-time MVP.
See, Michael James done said 2 already. See? I knew it.
2-time MVP.
I knew it. That 99, right? Is it 99?
98, 99.
I knew that shit. I'm telling you. We got 2 of them shits.
Nasty.
Wow.
Nasty. That shit, though, that's like, that was a bubble ring MVP. Fuck out of here, Karl.
You got to put some respect. Listen, they lucky that nigga ain't got a ring. Listen,
hold on. That means he was like 38.
No, think about that, Fabian. That's what I'm saying. Think about when he's winning these MVPs.
Wow.
He's making the finals 14 years later. When did he get drafted? 85? 84? 85? Whatever that draft is.
85.
85. Okay. So he's making the finals 10 plus years later.
He was born in July of 63, so that means he was 36 by the time the season started. 90. That's crazy. That's
crazy.
And he had the nerve to have a Rogaine commercial. Karl Malone is out of his mind. And he said, "What? Remember said about Magic? That's when we started really hating Karl Malone. For you guys that don't know, when he elbowed Isaiah Thomas, and we said that shit about Magic, that was bananas. I don't know. He said, I don't know what if he started bleeding. We were like, yo, Karl. Karl Malone's crazy.
And y'all remember when he knocked out David Robinson with the elbow?
Boom.
David just dropped to the he almost looked like he got hit with the snake, just dropped. Nasty.
David Robinson, I got a problem again.
Where David at?
19.
I'm fine with that.
Where's Patrick Ewing?
40.
David Robinson at 19. I got a problem with that. He's not better than Moses Malone, man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Moses, that's the most underrated player of all time. It's not even close.
Not better than Moses Malone.
Yeah, nah, he's out of his mind.
Okay. That's a conversation.
I want to ask y'all something. Don't answer it, and we talk about it Maybe tomorrow, another time.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
No. I'm serious because I think David Robinson is another player that gets shitted on.
Okay.
At his peak, if you had an opportunity to draft one, to build your team around David Robinson and Kevin Durant. Don't answer it. Just leave it alone. Don't answer it. Don't answer it. Because I'm glad people gonna make it seem like it's that simple. Because we tend to forget how great David Robinson was on both ends of the floor. I'm just saying, for me, I don't have no problem with it. I have no problem with him at 19. He was another guy that people didn't like.
That shit, yo, Flea, when he caught that shit on a fast break, and yammed it on Jordan, that shit he looks crazy.
That nigga was shooting threes and all that, bro.
There's a highlight where Avery Johnson throws the alley and he catches a dunk on Charles Smith bum ass when he was with the Knicks, and he dunks it, but he's flexing while he's dunking. Have you ever seen a nigga flex while he's dunking? How do you flex while you're dunking? You flex after. This nigga was flexing while he was dunking. It was nasty.
They lucky he's a super nice guy. Jeremy's house, thank you for your $4.99. Sorry to be off the subject. Eric Jamal is part of Coast Contra. They're on a different level. All right, I'm gonna check him out, Jeremy's house.
Check him out. I'm gonna check him out for sure.
We definitely check him out. But I just leave it at this. As great as KD is offensively, David Robinson was just as good defensively. So I'm just saying, for me, I just like to give guys props that I know for a fact everybody just gonna automatically shit on. And like I said, I think guys like David Robinson and Scottie Pippen, what they did, the impact they had on both ends of the floor, I think same thing with Akeem Olajuwon, and the same thing for Kobe. Like, it's not spoken enough. It's not spoken about enough. We just tend to forget because all we talk about now is offense. That's all we talk about. And those guys in their eras, Flea always said there was no such thing as a two-way player. Nigga, you had to play up. You had to D up. Your ass getting fried. Your ass is sitting down. So for me, I don't have no problem with David Robinson being 19. I'm happy Patrick Ewing made the list because I thought they'd have figured out a way to disrespect him. So I don't care where he's at. A Knick is on the fucking list. Big shout out Patrick Ewing. I have no problem with him being there. I'm just happy he's on the list.
Where's Kevin Durant? Fabian?
13.
And Robinson is 19. That's why you asked that? Oh, that's why you asked that, OG?
No. The reason why, I asked that because Fabian has a problem with being 19. And for me, I know for a fact, if you bring up David Robinson and Kevin Durant, people are just they're not going to even think about it. They're just going to automatically go Kevin Durant. That's why I'm saying, just slow down. And I'm saying David Robinson at his peak can compete with the best of them. And guys like that, I just think, on our platform, we're going to give props when props is due.
But I think I sent you something yesterday, OG, and you said, yo, Flea, I saw this, and I thought the dude was spot on. And I think that Kevin Durant and David Robinson might fall both in that same type of category because you got to understand, they got Tim Duncan, and they went to another level. They were always competitive. He always had San Antonio at the top of the Western Conference, whether that's a 1 seed, a 2 seed, a 3 seed. So I'm not saying David Robinson couldn't carry a franchise. What I am saying, though, is that there was a piece that was needed to take him over that next hump, right? There was a piece that was needed for Kevin Durant to go over that hump, right? Like we said, like a little sprinkle of Kevin Durant and some other pieces, you the shit. A little sprinkle of David Robinson with some other pieces. I mean, obviously it's Tim Duncan, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so they might fall in that same kind of tier of they could carry a team, but you need one more piece to like get them, to that championship level.
Real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I'm just glad that we're discussing David Robinson. That's just my whole point. Because guys like that get lost. Guys like that get lost in the sauce, and you really forget. Think about it. If you go on, give me your top 10 greatest centers of all time, you're gonna name him, and people take that for granted, right? People act like that ain't shit. If it ain't Shaq, Kareem, Bill Russell, Joker, if it ain't them type of guys, Akeem, niggas They just say everybody else ain't shit. No, David Robinson was a force to be reckoned with. Even before Tim Duncan got there, he was doing the same thing KD was, putting up historic numbers and doing great shit on the basketball court.
Quadruple doubles and all that. Yo, real quick, fellas. I'm sorry. Give 5 more minutes. Y'all know what this is.
Knicks Rehab.
I ain't gonna put the fucking glasses on. Fucking glasses.
Tyler Kolek's been bumming it up, y'all. Is he a professional basketball player, please?
Yo, pick your glasses.
I got some shades too. I'm gonna bring them out next Knicks Rehab. Yeah, I got my ass some shades.
Yeah, get some
Pick
damn
your
shades.
glasses up. Don't drop the
Right.
brim on me when they bring up Kolek, OG.
Right.
Don't drop the brim. Don't drop the.
Flea, he said I got shades, but I'm not putting them on with Knicks Rehab, even though it feels like kind of iconic that people got shades on.
He needs those glasses he has on right now, Fabian.
Oh yeah.
He
sorry.
needs those,
sorry.
big dog.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry. I was being sensitive. You're right. I was being sensitive.
I got you, OG. You know this nigga's nuts.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna kick me in the nuts.
No, I said this nigga's nuts.
Is Tyler Kolek a professional basketball player at this point, bro? Please.
So I brought it up. I asked y'all not because. So here's the wild part. I didn't watch the Summer League game yesterday for the Knicks, right? So look, this is why this is so nasty. I didn't watch it yesterday, right?
Neither did I.
But I'm like shit. Kolek, right? But I'm like shit. Kolek being able to push pace, and we was talking about Mike Brown being, talking about playing fast and all that. And I'm over here like, well, damn, this might finally be a time where you might look up and Tyler Kolek average 15 minutes a game this year, right? Like this might be the year. But then I saw he had 2 points yesterday. He shot 1 for 14, had like 4 turnovers. I was like, wait. In the Summer League? Timeout. So go ask your question, Fabian, so I can answer it now.
Is Tyler Kolek a professional basketball player?
Yes.
Oh, I disagree. Oh, boy, I know you didn't see the game. I saw like the highlights on Twitter, some of them. I disagree. Like he can't play defense. During the season, once we saw him in game, we were like, yo, his passing is elite. That's elite passing. But I saw Ricky Rubio with elite passing, but Ricky Rubio D'd up. If he didn't tear his knee up, he would have been an even better defender. He just never got a jump shot. And if he couldn't really be in all like this, he was good. He was a good backup. I don't know if Tyler Kolek can get not right now. He's not there right now. He can't create his own shot. He can't get to his spots. So it's going to be harder for him to get off his elite skill.
Well,
go ahead.
No. I remember throughout the season telling both my brothers this. Every time, Fabian advocated to put Kolek in. And remember, the times we seen him in the game, it was just like, yo, you can see he can't play defense. He's not offensively, he's not aggressive enough. He doesn't even look for the shot. So I just think Kolek, he's going to have to stay in the lab. He's really going to have to stay in the lab and, get his game together because he's definitely not ready, especially us trying to win a championship. Like I told y'all, Tom Thibodeau couldn't take that chance. Can't take that chance. It's not like, we're just getting things started. No, we're trying to win a chip. So for me, Kolek is cool, but listen, he has to get in the lab. The game is played big now. It's played tough. It's played strong and fast. And I don't care how good you can pass the ball. Listen, you got to play some defense, and you got to be able to look for your shot. So for me, Flea, at this point, I got to watch him more. But the couple games I've seen him during the regular season, I'm gonna be real, Flea. I don't know, bro. The way the guards is today. So aggressive, so dynamic, so explosive. One thing with Ricky Rubio, he wasn't shy about letting that thing fly. Ricky Rubio he gave you a 50 ball. So I don't know about Kolek.
Yeah, I can't compare Kolek to Rubio. Rubio's a little bigger guard. Rubio is just a better flat out player. Like you knew that coming in. Ricky Rubio's a top 10 pick, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't Rick Rubio like a 6, 7, 8?
He's a lottery pick.
Right. He was a lottery pick. So I don't want to put that on Kolek. I know they got the same complexion. I don't want to put that on him, but like that he ain't nowhere near Ricky Rubio. What I would say is this. I always feel like young players in situation matters. Coaching matters. Y'all kicked Tom Thibodeau in his back all season long, but now we don't want to hold him accountable for not developing guys. I don't know what Tyler Kolek is yet. He ain't been put in a position to really see what he is yet. To put watching him and knowing what his skills are, what his strengths are, what his weaknesses are, that's a plus for a good coach, right? So now if we got a coach that's going to put him in position, I think there's still opportunity to see if he's good. Malik Monk, he was good, always athletic, played well in Charlotte. He comes over to Sacramento, and Mike Brown puts him in a position where it's like, oh shit, Malik Monk's a really, really good player. He was okay in Charlotte. Lottery pick or first round pick. Wanted to see what he was going to be. You knew he was going to be a scorer, whatever. But like it shot through the roof when Mike Brown puts him in position. So I'm only bringing him up because Mike Brown was able to get his hands on him. If Mike Brown could get his hands on Kolek, there's still one more year. This is not like year 3 or 4 where we're like, we know exactly what he is. Niggas was turning their nose up at Obi. And now he's with Carlisle and he's a completely different player. Niggas was saying, Obi, go play in the G League with your brother. That's how bad it was getting. Obi's a pro, and we could see that now. So I'm just saying situation matters. I'm not, throwing guys out because he didn't have a great rookie year or sophomore, whatever he is. There's still time for that dude to figure out if he's a pro, like you asked, Fabian, if he's a pro or not. But I don't think you could just flat out call him a non-pro at this point.
Well, I'm saying right now, I'm not saying he's not going to be a pro. And the Obi Toppins, RJ Barrett's, the guys who got weeded out by Thibodeau, that's where I always gave him his props for that. They ain't belong. They just did, especially forget his system. They weren't willing to. That's what the Cam Reddish thing weeded them out. You ain't belong here because Obi has NBA level talent. That shit does not belong in the G League. He looks crazy. It's just that's an open court. Tyrese Halliburton, that's a fast pace that fits his style more. He does not fit this. He doesn't want to play Thibodeau style. When you have a player that doesn't want to play your style, RJ Barrett could not play alongside Julius Randle for years. We knew this. That style doesn't work. He used to let RJ Barrett play against the second unit with the second unit to end the first half, to start the second quarter. We know this. Now it's away from Julius Randle. He was great in crunch time, but he got benched a lot of times by Thibodeau. He figured out a lot of RJ Barrett's flaws. So he was great at assessing a lot of the young guys. I just don't know if Kolek has shown NBA level any NBA level skill besides passing, because like you can handle the ball, but you can't set up anything else. Like we can see it. The defense are going to make you pass the ball now. What can you do besides that to open things up for you? So right now he's not a pro. I'm saying, will he be a pro when you have that skill level of passing? You got a chance, bro. You just do.
I mean, just brief. I agree with both of y'all. Flea, you correct. He's going to have to find a situation that's going to be perfect for him. Yeah. Will Mike Brown be the guy? Maybe, but it's going to be tough in practice. Then he got to go against Deuce and Jordan Clarkson. So it's going to be tough for him. Hopefully, this doesn't break him and makes him. Right. But hopefully, that's a good thing. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I don't want to give up on the kid. I just know right now is not his time. And it's just bad timing because we just, nobody thought we'd be this good. Y'all always say nobody thought Brunson was going to be this good. Who thought we was going to get Cannon? Who thought Josh Hart was going to play the best basketball of his life? And now we get Bridges. So he just in a tough situation. Is he willing to be patient and continue to work on his game? But we'll see. I'm not going to go as far as him not being a pro, but it's going to be tough for him. And I'm going to say it again. It's a guards league today. Y'all see what they do with the game. See what Kevin Durant said. See what a lot of players said. Listen, if you smaller than 6 feet, you got to be extraordinary. So let's see what happens. But he definitely could be a floor general, pass the ball, move the pace and run an offense. But let's see.
If Tyus Jones could keep a job in the NBA and be a professional backup point guard, I don't see why Tyler Kolek can't aspire to be anything like that. Not Tyus, but the role. So.
All ball suckers.
You came on the screen with the
Are we
butt
live?
naked face. Don't think I didn't notice that. The biggest y'all.
Yo,
The biggest
yo,
y'all.
listen.
I was gonna start with that, but I'm ending it with that today. You came on here with the butt naked.
I need a new barber. Yo, man. You know what? Look. You know I ain't paying him.
You walked out on him. Walked right out. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yo, bro, I've been going to you forever. What? I said, y'all been going to you forever, bro. Why do I have to like? Yeah.
Oh,
bro, I need a new barber, bro. It's a fact. Terrible. And they called me. And they called me up there. I ain't even pick up. Probably to apologize. I ain't pick up.
OG, we missed her today. Tori B was here. She was here for a long time. We missed her today. Got to show her some love. You know we love Tori B.
Tori B, you see, blame it on Fabian. I can't see the chat. He's supposed to highlight the beautiful ladies of AllBall TV. Tori B, I am so sorry. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant Tori B is in the building, y'all. Tori B, I apologize. You will get an extra shout out tomorrow.
It's Fabian's fault.
Fabian, stop hating too. When the ladies in the building, come on, bro.
Yeah, take them damn glasses off so you can see. This is so nasty. We blaming this on Fabian. This is terrible.
Instead of y'all getting a fucking computer. Instead of y'all getting a fucking computer.
He's the producer.
He's the producer. Yeah, assholes. Get an iPad. Yo, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. We will be on FYF Sports.
Yes,
streaming there. Streaming on AllBall TV. Streaming on Fabian PerspecTV YouTube channel. Streaming on Twitter. Streaming on everything. But hit the like button. Subscribe. Share. Do all that. In the description, you can follow our tap into our website. Please do that. We gotta put the bots up so we can send that shit into the comments, man. We love y'all. Y'all love us, man. 8 p.m. tomorrow. AllBall TV. Good night.
Flea MX, Flea SPN, Flea Well. All the good stuff. We got it all, baby. Love y'all.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.